Welcome to Trend Reddit, where I share interesting, useful, and inspiring content. Let's explore the world through the videos I create. Don't forget to hit the follow button so you won't miss anything new. Thank you for visiting, and I hope we have wonderful experiences together. In a tense courtroom session, a young girl of color bravely stood up and told the judge that she felt hungry. What the judge did next not only astonished everyone in the room but also opened up a deeply moving human story. Let's explore this unexpected action and the profound lessons it brings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new information. The story opens in a crowded courtroom, where Mia stands nervously in front of Judge Harrison, who sits behind a large oak desk that looms over the small room. Mia is there due to a $200 parking fine that she cannot afford to pay, and she struggles to explain her situation. The atmosphere is thick with tension, and Judge Harrison is known for his inflexible approach to the law, making Mia anxious about her fate. As she glances around the room, she notices the faces of other defendants, each lost in their own worries. She clutches the worn strap of her handbag, her heart pounding in her chest. Today, everything seems to be stacked against her, a single mother trying to make ends meet. She had hoped for a little mercy, but she knows the odds are slim. The judge clears his throat, his sharp gaze focused on her, and she feels as if the walls are closing in. "Miss Taylor," he begins, his voice echoing off the cold stone walls, "you are here today because you've received a parking violation. What do you have to say for yourself?" Mia opens her mouth, the words tumbling out, but they come out shaky and fragmented. "Your Honor, I parked in front of my apartment building because..." Before she can finish, a small voice interrupts her. "Mommy, can we get hamburgers?" Mia's daughter, Lily, has suddenly sprung up from her seat, her innocent face beaming with excitement. The courtroom gasps in surprise at Lily's outburst, and Mia feels her cheeks flush with embarrassment. "Lily, shoo!" Mia whispers urgently, but the damage is done. She glances nervously at Judge Harrison, worried about how this will affect their case. The murmurs ripple through the audience, a mixture of surprise and amusement. Judge Harrison raises an eyebrow, taken aback but intrigued. "Your Honor, I apologize." Mia tries to regain control of the situation. "We haven't had much to eat this morning." Judge Harrison, however, leans forward slightly, a glimmer of curiosity lighting up his usually stern face. "Lily, why don't you tell us more about that?" His tone softens, and Mia watches in shock as he engages with her daughter. "Because we woke up late." Lily replies cheerfully, completely unfazed by the seriousness of the setting. "And Mommy had to rush to get me ready for school, so we didn't have time for breakfast." The honesty in Lily's voice captures the attention of everyone in the courtroom, including Judge Harrison, who begins to see the human side of Mia's situation. "Is that so?" he asks gently. "What kind of breakfast do you like?" "Hamburgers," Lily exclaims, her eyes sparkling as if they're talking about the most magical food in the world. Mia feels a wave of relief wash over her. This unexpected exchange seems to have momentarily lightened the atmosphere. Judge Harrison's demeanor shifts, and he starts to ask more questions about their mornings, eliciting giggles from Lily, who eagerly shares her favorites. In this moment, Mia realizes that perhaps, just perhaps, this judge might be different from what she had feared. As Mia continues to listen to Lily's innocent chatter, the courtroom slowly transforms. The initial tension begins to dissipate, replaced by a collective curiosity about the little girl's exuberance. Judge Harrison, with a rare smile forming on his lips, leans back in his chair, momentarily forgetting the formalities of the courtroom. "Hamburgers, huh? That's quite a breakfast choice," he says, amusement dancing in his eyes. Lily nods enthusiastically, her pigtails bouncing with each movement. "I love hamburgers. They're my favorite." Mia, caught in this unexpected moment of levity, allows herself a brief smile. The audience seems to warm up to her and Lily, their expressions softening as they listen to the sweet exchange. Even the court clerk, who had been diligently typing away, pauses to glance over at the duo, a smile tugging at her lips. However, the spell is broken when Judge Harrison clears his throat again, bringing the focus back to the matter at hand. Miss Taylor, let's get back to the issue at hand. You mentioned you were late for breakfast, but how does that relate to your parking violation? Mia swallows hard, her nerves returning as she tries to regain her train of thought. I was rushing to drop Lily off at school and parked for just a moment to quickly get her ready. I didn't think I'd be fined for just a few minutes. Judge Harrison nods, showing an understanding that is seldom seen in his demeanor. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of morning routines, especially as a single parent. Just then, a soft voice rings out from the audience. I've been there, Mia. A woman in the back stands up, her eyes filled with empathy. We're all just trying to make it work. Murmurs of agreement ripple through the courtroom, and Mia's heart swells with gratitude. It feels as if a small community is forming around her, sharing in her struggles. She looks back at Judge Harrison, who seems to be genuinely considering her situation. Tell me more about your work, Ms. Taylor, he prompts, leaning forward with genuine interest. Mia takes a deep breath. I work 2 jobs to support us. I clean houses during the day and wait tables at night. Sometimes it feels like I'm barely keeping my head above water. Lily, sensing the serious tone, takes her mother's hand and squeezes it tightly. Mommy is the best. She works so hard so I can have nice things, she adds proudly. Mia feels a rush of warmth at her daughter's words, but the reality of her financial situation weighs heavily on her shoulders. But I just can't afford these fines, she admits, her voice trembling slightly. Every dollar counts. Judge Harrison nods, his expression shifting to one of understanding. I appreciate your honesty, Mia. It takes a lot of courage to admit when things are tough. He glances around the courtroom, and Mia can see a flicker of concern among the audience members. Everyone here has faced struggles, and it's important we remember that. His voice resonates with sincerity. The atmosphere shifts once again, filled with an understanding that is both heartwarming and reassuring. Mia can hardly believe what is happening. The rigid confines of the courtroom have transformed into a place of compassion, where stories of struggle and resilience are shared. She feels the weight of her fears begin to lift, buoyed by the unexpected support from those around her. Judge Harrison's interest in Lily's request for hamburgers continues to shift the dynamic in the courtroom. With a gentle smile still on his face, he leans forward, inviting further conversation. Lily, tell me, why do you like hamburgers so much? Lily's eyes light up, and she eagerly responds, because they're juicy and yummy. And they have pickles. Mommy always says I can have pickles if I eat all my veggies first. The judge chuckles, and for a brief moment, the atmosphere lightens even more. Mia watches as Lily's innocent enthusiasm disarms the courtroom, the tension that once enveloped her now transformed into a warm camaraderie. If you find it interesting, please like it. If not, please comment number 1. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. Pickles, huh? That's a clever way to get your veggies in, Judge Harrison replies, his tone playfully serious. Maybe I should try that myself. Mia, despite her apprehension, feels a smile creeping onto her face. She can hardly believe how this unexpected interaction has shifted the mood. The judge's demeanor has softened, and there's a palpable shift in the room as the audience engages with the conversation. But as the moment unfolds, Mia can't shake the reality of her situation. She glances down at her daughter, who is blissfully unaware of the weight of their financial struggles. Suddenly, Judge Harrison turns his attention back to her, his expression becoming more serious. Miss Taylor, he begins, I want to understand your circumstances better. Can you share more about your situation? It sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. Mia takes a deep breath, feeling the gravity of the moment. Your Honor, it's just been really hard since my husband left. I work 2 jobs, and I'm doing everything I can to provide for Lily. Every penny counts, and this parking fine just feels like one more thing I can't handle right now. The judge listens intently, his expression shifting from curiosity to empathy. It sounds like you're doing your best to provide for your daughter, he says softly. And it's clear that you love her very much. Yes, I do, Mia replies, her voice wavering. I just want to give her a stable life, and every setback feels monumental. Lily deserves that, Judge Harrison agrees. He pauses for a moment, contemplating her words before continuing. Let me ask you this, if you could have a little help, what would you want most? How can we work together to make this situation better for you both? Mia is taken aback by his sincerity. I don't know, she stammers, feeling a rush of emotions. I just want to be able to pay my bills and put food on the table. Judge Harrison nods thoughtfully. I see, he replies. And that's completely reasonable. It's crucial for parents to feel supported. Lily, sensing the seriousness, tugs at Mia's sleeve. Mommy, can we get the hamburgers after? Please? Judge Harrison can't help but smile at the innocent interruption. Of course, Lily. But first, let's focus on your mother. I think we can come to a resolution here. As Mia looks up at Judge Harrison, she feels a flicker of hope amidst the uncertainty. The atmosphere in the courtroom has transformed from a place of judgment to one of understanding and support. She can sense that the tide is turning in her favor. Judge Harrison's demeanor continues to soften as he processes Mia's heartfelt admission. The warmth in the room is palpable, a stark contrast to the cold formality that once dominated the courtroom. The audience, once a mere backdrop to the proceedings, now feels like a community, united in their shared understanding of struggle and resilience. I appreciate your honesty, Mia, Judge Harrison states, his voice calm and reassuring. You're not alone in this. Many parents face similar challenges. He looks around at the audience, who nod in agreement, their expressions reflecting the shared experiences of balancing work, parenting, and financial burdens. Mia feels a surge of gratitude wash over her. It's as if a weight she didn't know she was carrying has begun to lift. Thank you, Your Honor, she responds, her voice thick with emotion. It's hard to admit how tough things have been. I just want to do right by Lily. With a gentle nod, Judge Harrison leans back in his chair, contemplating Mia's situation. Considering your clean driving record and the fact that you're trying to be a good mother, I think we can reach a fair outcome here. The audience holds its breath, anticipation hanging in the air. I am going to dismiss the parking fine, he announces, allowing a moment for the news to settle in. A murmur of surprise and approval flows through the courtroom. Really? Mia's eyes widen in disbelief. You're dismissing it? Yes, I am, he replies, his tone firm yet compassionate. And I'd like to offer you some resources to help you navigate your current situation. Mia's heart races as she feels a wave of relief wash over her. That would be amazing, she breathes, hardly able to process the kindness being shown to her. Judge Harrison gestures toward the court clerk, who stands ready with a list of local resources for single parents. These programs can provide you with assistance for food, childcare, and even job training. I want you to have every opportunity to succeed. Tears well in Mia's eyes as she takes in his words. Thank you, Your Honor. I can't tell you how much this means to us. As Judge Harrison continues, he offers a few more pieces of advice, ensuring Mia understands how to access the resources available to her. Remember, Mia, it's okay to ask for help. We all need it sometimes, he reassures her, his gaze steady and sincere. The courtroom erupts in applause, the sound reverberating off the walls. People in the audience express their support for the judge's decision, their faces lit with encouragement and understanding. Mia can hardly believe it, a community has formed around her in this moment of vulnerability. Thank you all for your kindness, Mia says, her voice shaky but filled with gratitude. She glances down at Lily, who beams up at her with wide, innocent eyes. Looks like we're going to get those hamburgers after all. Lily claps her hands, excitement radiating from her. The laughter and applause continue, filling the courtroom with a sense of unity and hope. Judge Harrison looks pleased, his usual stern expression replaced by a rare smile. In this moment, Mia knows that while her journey is far from over, she is not alone. With renewed determination, she feels ready to take on the challenges ahead, knowing that help is available and that her story is one of resilience and community support. Mia stands in the courtroom, overwhelmed by a mixture of relief and gratitude. The applause begins to fade, but the warmth in the room lingers, wrapping around her like a comforting embrace. She looks at Judge Harrison, who is gathering his papers, his demeanor markedly different from the stern figure she had faced at the beginning of the day. "Thank you once again, Your Honor," she says, her voice steady despite the emotions swirling within her. "You've given me hope and a chance to start fresh." Judge Harrison glances up, his expression softening even further. "It was your honesty and your daughter's innocence that made this decision easy for me. Remember, Mia, life can throw challenges your way, but you have the strength to overcome them." Mia nods, feeling a renewed sense of purpose wash over her. She glances down at Lily, who is still beaming with delight, her small hand clutching a crumpled paper where the judge's clerk wrote down the resources. "Mommy, we can get hamburgers now, right?" Lily chirps, her excitement infectious. "Yes, sweetie, we can." Mia replies, laughter bubbling up as the tension of the day melts away. She bends down to hug her daughter tightly, feeling an overwhelming sense of love and pride. As they turn to leave the courtroom, Mia hears a voice call out, "You did great, Mia." It's the woman from the audience who had empathized with her earlier. Other voices chime in, offering their support and encouragement. "Stay strong. You've got this," another person adds, and Mia's heart swells. Walking out of the courtroom, she feels lighter, as if a heavy burden has been lifted. The sun shines brightly outside, illuminating the path ahead. She and Lily step into the bustling street, and Mia feels a renewed sense of hope for the future. "Mama, can we go to that burger place with the big playground?" Lily asks, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Of course. Let's go celebrate," Mia replies, grinning down at her daughter. The thought of burgers and time spent together fills her with joy. As they walk hand in hand, Mia reflects on the day's events. She has not only avoided a hefty fine but has also been reminded of the kindness and support that exists within their community. This experience has reignited her determination to forge ahead, embracing the resources Judge Harrison has provided. Once they reach the burger place, the laughter and joy continue. They order their food, and as they settle down at a table, Mia watches Lily play in the nearby playground. The sight brings a warmth to her heart. This is what it's all about. In that moment, Mia realizes that she is not just surviving, she is thriving. She has the tools she needs to rebuild her life, and with Lily by her side, she feels ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. As they share their meal, laughter echoing around them, Mia knows this is a new beginning. She's determined to embrace the support available to her and create a brighter future for both her and Lily. The road may still be long, but with each step, they are moving forward together, grounded in love and resilience. Thank you for reading this story. See you in a new and better story.